side setting the standard and the other trying to climb the mountain. And we are on the cusp of dotting the I on a great clash in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Ncaa. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Nittany Lions will put total leather to crank us up. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. He's got great speed. Got all the room. Can they catch him?
People still fill in the stands, and he takes the opening kickoff back to the house to fire up the crowd, fire up his teammates. What a start for this young man.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. How about that for starting things with a bang? Opening kickoff and house that baby. What a job there. Fielded in the end zone, it's Ivy. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Johnson wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Ivy. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And why waste any time? Get right to it, the offense, with a big play right out of the gate.
And sending a clear message, Reese, they are going to take shots. They've got playmakers. They've got dudes that can get downfield and locate the football. I love the attitude right out of the gate.
Motion from the back. To the air on first down. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. These two Blue Bloods really didn't become rivals until Penn State joined the Big Ten in the early 90s. Really, since then, Ohio State has been a bit of a measuring stick for Penn State.
I think we always talk about Penn State. We talk about winning the big games, and how do they play against Ohio State? A big rival. Palmer, it seems like they're always there. They're always in the game, but do they find a way to break through and win this rival?
Yeah, it's always so close, too. You think back to Woody Hayes, and you think back to Joe Paterno. For years and years and years, when these two teams play, it is so physical. There's so much talent. It could go any way. This is one of the more fun games to watch every season.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on fourth down. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these fourth downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
We'll send the tight end in motion. Running back searching for a hole. Breaks into the open. Got the first down and more. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got the back over the middle. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
You know, that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specific.
And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Coming out with it, it's Ivy. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Looking to the big tight end. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
That is such a great play by that defender. And how many times on deep balls do we see PI? Do we see pass interference? In situations just like that, that defender did an outstanding job.
Johnson looking to throw. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15. You want to create favorable matchups, and the angle route against a backer is a good way to do it.
Yeah, and especially if you're going to run man-to-man, that's hard. That's hard for a linebacker to run with a fast tailback. But if I can play a little bit more zone and stay in my zone and anticipate the quarterback throwing that route, makes it a little bit easier to defend in the future.
From the gun, running back gets the give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked. Maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the first down.
The Nittany Lions headed quickly to the line.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this off.
Intercepted! Sacked to number 19.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense put you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
To the air, it's Ncaa. Under fire. They get to him as he throws. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get in the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football some more.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Here's the pressure. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
And sometimes you got to know when to give it up, right? As a quarterback, you feel it. You can't hold it that second too long when bad things can really happen. You could tell the clock went off, and he was throwing that puppy away.
Wide receiver comes in motion. He wants to change this route. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man on the left. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. The Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. He wants to throw it again. Pocket breaking down. Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's got some space. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And the Buckeyes are rolling down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Got out of trouble and throws. Pulls it in. It's Smith. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield and he moves the sticks.
Looking for a man. It's Ncaa. Oh, they're after him. Had to throw it before he wanted. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You've got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard. So you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Might be calling a hot route. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got it in the middle. It's LeBlanc. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
The Buckeyes started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They're testing the right side here. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to go up top. The screen, he can go. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. timing and better execution. That is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback, receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Bowling Green is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to USF. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Johnson wants to throw it. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Turning it on. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. The Nittany Lions racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And that is a big-time play for the offense. The defense knew coming into this game they had to keep this guy bottled up and keep him in the pocket. That didn't happen there. He was able to buy time, extend the play. Receivers are in scramble drill mode. He finds a guy, he's accurate, off schedule, and the defense now has to do a much better job keeping this guy contained, or they are going to get lit up just like that.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to fire. Dances away to buy time. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was, so he's outside the tackle box. He knew to throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Three straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Three straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. Wide receiver going in motion. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Nittany Lions will try to pick it up on 4th down. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. Just can't lose focus like that. You got to know the snap count. The Nittany Lions will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Catch is made at the 15. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that.
Ready, set. Lasso, lasso. Down.
The hand to the running back. At midfield, he's got room. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line. Holds and fires complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Now, and a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
He might want another play. The play action fake. Throws toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Oh, what a missed opportunity for that interception. Yes, I know he gets the pass breakup, but he had a chance to finish things off, and he really didn't get it done. But there's a reason he plays defense. You know, they put the guys on offense that can actually catch.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down.
Ringo. Here we go. Mason. Ready, go.
Trying to do it on the ground. There he goes. At the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Ohio State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with that thrilling 46-yard run to pay dirt. He'll bring it out. It's Ivy. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away. But you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Johnson looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
And I tell you what, when you got a guy that is that good at dissecting your defense, you better get pressure. Nice job by the defense, hurrying him up, speeding up the thought process.
They were unfazed by that earlier fourth down failure and will try for a second time in this one. Bringing the heat. And they can't connect a costly turnover on downs.
What a great job by this defense. You get third down stop, and you're like, yes, put my hand in the air, fourth down, force a punt. They go for it, and you get a stop and set your offense up in great field position already. Nice job by this defense.
On the ground, it's Peoples. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Smashes through the tackle. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. And the Buckeyes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got his man quickly. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll bring it out. It's Ivan. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he's stopped at the 14. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time. He uncorks one deep. And they can't make the connection going for a big play on 1st down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Johnson wants to throw it. He'll take another shot here. He's got it down the left side. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Wants to throw again. Snagged in the middle. It's Selden. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Selden. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. The Nittany Lions moving quickly to the line. Wants to pass. Still looking on the move. Hit as he throws. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. 4th and goal from the 5, and the offense is staying on the field. What a big moment here. Trying to pull his way in. Touchdown, Penn State! Oh, that may be in, and then strolled into the end zone for the score. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Makes the grab. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
Man, how about the first half this guy's having. He already has 2 touchdowns, picks up a huge first down right here. On defense, you're going to have to find a way to control this guy. You're going to have to make some big-time adjustments at halftime.
The offense changing the play. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the outside to the left. Oh, he's got a chance. Breaks into the open. Big play for this offense if they get it to the 32.
Man, sometimes it just gets frustrating, and you've just been beat down all day. This defense hasn't had answers, but now you can't let them run the football and just run it down your throat and be physical. This defense has to do something different and find a way to make something happen.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? After the incompletion, back to the passing game. With the catch, it's Porter. Fights off the defender. He'll be run out of bounds right at the 25. The Buckeyes come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw on 3rd. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. You really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. A shot toward the end zone. Picked off. What a play by this defense. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
The give from the gun. Wow, just dismissing tackles. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. Johnson looking to throw. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Rolling right and going deep. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Throws to the tight end. Complete to the right. And a confident throw and catch, and they're in the red zone at the 13. The Buckeyes have moved it inside the 20. Leaves it with the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Off play action. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. And a quick shuffle pass underneath. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Just enough time to get off one more snap. Wants to adjust the pattern. They want to throw it. Under fire. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. The ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the 3rd quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Still running at the 35. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And here he comes out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. Running behind that left side. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Might be changing the route. Back to pass, it's Sayin. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
This defense has them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Uncorks it. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. And this crowd loves a good pass rusher in the line of Chase Young, the Bosa's. Jim still wagging. The Buckeyes can get after the quarterback.
Yeah, and when the crowd's going nuts like it does in the shoe, it just makes it easier to rush the pass. So the snap count is silent. It's predictable. And then you pin your ears back, and that's why they've had so many great pass rushers at Ohio State.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Grab near the sticks. It's Selden. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Penn State!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it out. It's Atkins. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Handoff to the single back. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And the Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. To the air. It's Sayin. Puts it out of the air. He's going to have enough to pick up the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Using his legs, it's Peoples. Past the sticks, and he may get more. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Motion from the wideout. Might as well give it to him again. Turning it on.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
The give to the single back. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. Going with the ground game left. Touchdown, Ohio State! And they
a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into the season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he knocked that one right down the middle. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Tough to beat in action, gentlemen. You know that. And let's take a look at the highlights. Eastern Michigan is down big on the scoreboard, and for a program that traditionally struggles to score, I think we know where this one is headed. They're trailing by 14 to Virginia. Any big developments here in the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Fielded in the end zone. It's Ivy. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you...
He's going for a big play downfield. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And he added the extra point. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll move the wide receiver. Give to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a big stop for the defense. That running back has had so much success. You're down in the football game. You need to get the ball back to your offense. You create a play like this. This will get the fires going, get the juices going. Now we got to go get a few more.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback making checks. Back to throw. It's Sayin. Quarterback now breaking the field. Makes the grab. It's Porter. And he'll be brought down.
God, he's annoying to play against. You think about it as a defense, I'm trying to cage you in, trying to keep you in the pocket, and then he's just whoop, 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 spinning all over the place, getting outside the pocket, making plays, and then you got to go chase him again and again and again. Just wears you out.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Unloads it left. Face to grab. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was
going for it all. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Johnson wants to throw it. And here's the third interception of the night. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they turn it into a defensive score. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Ivy. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Grabbed over the middle. It's Denmark. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The Nittany Lions in the hurry-up. Going to sling it on second down. And it's his fourth interception of the game. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Buckeyes! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Ivy. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Johnson looking to throw. He's got an open man. And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the third quarter.
Tackled on the play at the 39-yard line.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the middle. That's caught. It's Martin. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And this QB has been on top of it. He's made good reads, you could tell, taking care of the football, put up a lot of yards.
There he goes. He was on his way. He could smell it. He gets it inside the 10. They stop him at the 9.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Going for the goal line. Touchdown, Penn State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Number 7.
In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
The AT unit on the field. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 17-yard line. Excellent job by the kick coverage unit to keep him from getting the sideline. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Play callers love it offensively when you can run the football when the other team knows you're going to do it. That is called imposing your will. And here in the 4th quarter with the lead, very first play of the drive, you break off a nice run. He might just call the exact same play right again here.
Back to pass, it's Ncaa. Gets it out quickly. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Caught near the sticks. It's Porter.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long. You've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break. And they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
Quarterback floating away from pressure. Plenty of time as he fires it to the right. He's got it on the outside.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive. They've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the 4th quarter. They're letting their guys go play the entire playbook.
Breaks into the open. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ohio State. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. A lot of glorious days in the history of the Buckeyes, and this might put this guy right at the top of the list for a single game.
And that list of names is incredible. Like, we could go down the list of so many guys that have been such great playmakers, so dynamic. So to think about putting yourself in that category, we're going to be talking about winning trophies and this guy being an All-American by season's end.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Ivy. Slips through the line. He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown. Penn State.
Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give them a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
Kick this one away.
He'll bring it out. It's Atkins. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to out of the end zone was not a good one. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Trying play action. Now adjusting. He'll pull it down. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
Well, two things I love by the quarterback on that play. One, his ability to flush outside the pocket and make a quick decision. No one's open and I'm taking off and running. And two, get out of bounds. No need to take a big hit. Just save yourself, save the body. Fresh set of downs coming in. Well done.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. 2nd down coming up. Looking to throw, it's Ncaa. Moves around to clear up the vision. Gets rid of it. Pulls it in. It's Porter. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to the big tight end. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. They just keep firing. Makes the catch. It's Smith. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Buys a little time. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. And the Buckeyes didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Into the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Saunders. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Johnson wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for space. It's Peoples. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
Yeah, another good run. I feel like we could put that on loop, Jesse. Just another good run. Another good run. Another good run. Over 150 yards on the day. He's been the complete package, showing off all his skills today.
Deep shot for the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way. Knocked it right down the middle. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Fielded in the end zone. It's Saunders. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Wide receiver comes in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver, different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Johnson looking to throw. Buys a little extra time. A deep throw as the clock winds down. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. One more play to pad the stats.
Here we go.
Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And he takes it in the end zone for a touchdown. A little window dressing here at the end of the game.
Number 7.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
They'll go through the motions and finish this one off with the PAT. Looking to throw. Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. Pass is incomplete. 2-point conversion is no good. Not really sure why they went through that entire exercise, but that'll be the ball game. With Ohio State once again taking down Penn State in this one, the Nittany Lion fans left to wonder what might have been. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.